Yeah.
Hello, I'm Janine. I'm with Mother here, Sylvia. We are the Card Collector UK, and we're here to show off some vintage product that there's not a lot of information about online.
So we're going to start off. We're going to run through like all the Zukan sets released by Bandai between 2003 and 2007. There may have been a few smaller ones after that. Obviously we're not going to do it all in one video, so we're going to tackle like the first set, the 2003 set, which obviously came out in 2003. Relatively small set for Zukan, 200 cards plus some adventure cards. So we're just going to show you what type of packaging these cards came in and how they were, and explain to you how they were distributed, and then we'll take a look through the set.
Nice. So we don't actually have a box that was for the 2003 set, but these are just a few of the sort of boxes that the vending cards were distributed through.
So that one's a Diamond and Pearl one.
Yeah, so that's the latest set. We will be showcasing, we're going to try and do all the sets in order. So we started off with 2003. But yeah, this is what they look like. And then inside they were packaged with like several cards with like a paper band around them. And they did that for a lot of the Carddass sets, so like the Bandai anime, and this is the pop-up cards.
Yeah, I think later on they moved on to like bags to put them in, small bags, but initially...
Oh yeah, it might be like that in the Diamond and Pearl, yeah.
But initially they were released with a band. That's an anime from one of the anime sets.
But that's sort of how they were packaged before they were put in the machines.
And I think that one's from the 2005, which will... Is it 4 or 5? I'm not sure.
This is...
Special... 2005.
Oh, 4 was the special set.
Oh, 4.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We'll be dealing with that later. Very complicated. The 4 and 5 sets are like really complicated.
That's it. So like the this set, like the early sets, this set, the gold silver set, the fire red leaf green set, they're all pretty straightforward. 2004, 2005, they made it a little bit more complicated with how they sort of distributed the product and what product was distributed how. They it wasn't all vending. They did some retail too, and they added like some exclusive holo patterns into the retail. But we'll get to that anyway when we get that video. So, but yeah, no, this is the set. So it consists of, how many was it? 220 cards?
Yeah, 218 plus 2 promos in this set. And there were 3 different rarities, leaving aside the promos. There was the normal card, which was a non-holo with no holo on it at all, just a matte finish. And then a rare card, which had a normal finish, but the name was written in like gold. Like,
yeah, like foil
finish. Then the holo, which was just a standard holo. There were no different variations or anything for the holo. And then there were 2 cards which had the holo name and the card was holo as well.
Yeah, like
we'll
super rares at the end.
Yeah, they're toward the end. We'll show you those when we get toward the end.
Nice. So here we've got the evolutions. So you've got the non-holos there, Trico, Torchic and Mudkip, and then the middle Evo there they done as a rare. And the final forms they did as like full holos. They didn't do that. That wasn't like consistent throughout the set, but yeah. So we're just going to showcase the whole set. We'll go through them. We'll point out some of the holos, and that'll be quite nice. It's there's not a lot of information about these sets online. I think because they were so big, they came out so long ago, and some of them were quite confusing. So a lot of people didn't really like get them all. If that makes sense.
The way to distinguish this set from the other sets is the numbers are quite large and the name is quite large at the bottom. Considerably bigger than the later sets, which had a smaller number. The backs give you information about the character. We just had a few loose ones to show you there.
Yeah. So you can see all the rares there have the foil at the bottom. Full holos, but there's no foil text there. So there's 2, like I say, there's 2 cards that had a foil background and a foil text, and they're like the super rares, I guess.
And there were no variants in this set, so you know, number 4 is always a non-holo, for example.
Yeah.
Number 5 is always a rare.
That's it.
They didn't mess around with this one too much, being the first one.
Yeah, that's it. And like you say, there is the text at the bottom's quite large. So where it says there, 009.
Yeah,
like in some of the later sets, it's quite
if you
small.
compare it with that one, which is from a later set, I'm not quite sure which set that's from, but you can see the writing. The number's much smaller there.
Yeah, and it's surrounded as well.
Yeah, this was the only set that had the larger numbers, so...
But you can see how similar they are, and it's quite difficult to distinguish sometimes which cards were from. But we were quite fortunate. Our mother was really into this when it was all coming out, so she collected all the Zukan. Didn't you?
Yeah, I literally bought like the boxes, so and took them out of the boxes. So in some of the sets, that's the only way to know where they came from, basically.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, we believe what we have here to be the complete sets, to the best of our knowledge. Obviously, it's hard to guarantee anything. We've got the set list that we compare to, and we have what we believe to be the only 2 promos that came out alongside this set as well. Yeah,
there was a special file that came out with this set. There was 2 special files, and those files had special 9-pocket pages in with pictures of the characters.
Yeah.
So you knew which slotted in where, which was quite good. Unfortunately, I've not got one of those to show you, but that was handy for working out how many were in the set and everything.
That's it. So what we also do, just for anyone who's interested and doesn't want to maybe sit through the whole video, we also put information about some of these non-TCG sets on our website now, so we're working on building that up. So if I can find any pictures of the things that we're missing, that we don't have to show you, like the binders, like the pages in the binders, then we'll be able to showcase them on there as well. So anything that we've not got here, you may be able to find on our website, which I'll leave a link below for in the description of the video. Yeah.
Right, so let's have a look through the set then. So you can see a lot of these are from second phase.
Yeah,
or third phase maybe. They're not first gen in most cases. I don't think it's any first gen in this set.
No, there might not be.
Not thus far.
Oh, there is.
Oh, there's some.
There
is a little mix.
So a lot, starting off, they put a few holos in the front there, but they did sort of stick to going through a rarity as the thing continued.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot of the sort of just regular cards here.
It's interesting that like Carddass is just a common. They didn't really like pick out like those sort of characters that everybody thinks should be like holos and make them holos.
No, that's it.
Some cards you wouldn't expect to be foil or foil.
Yeah. And that continues on through the Zukan as well. That's not just specific to this set.
Yeah, it's pretty much a Zukan thing.
But here we've got, there's a rare down there.
Aggron, that is.
Thank you.
That's Aggron.
And there's some very cute. Is the artwork in the Zukan, I believe, is exclusive artwork to the Zukan sets as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't really feature anywhere else.
Some of it's duplicated in some of the sets, but yeah,
it's pretty unique what it is. With a happy Vileplume there. We have a lot of people when we're selling these, because obviously we run a business and we sell a lot of Pokemon product, people asking for characters, so it's quite good for that. There's some unusual characters that you might not see that were featured like in a better light in the Zukan sets. We got a nice holo down there, the Flygon. And the rares up here, Altaria. But there wasn't like a normal, does that make sense? Nice foil there, Melodic. The rainbow finish is lovely as well. Later on they added a prism finish, but that didn't feature in this set.
Oh yeah, I forgot about these. There is actually 4 cast forms, so that would add to the set. That would make the set 3 more cards.
Oh, because they're all the same number?
Yeah, they are the same number,
yeah.
but they are all the different types of cast form.
They're cute. We like cast form a lot.
Yeah, that's really cute how they did that.
Beautiful. So we've got the Armaldo, is that what that one's called? Crocodile, rares up there. Melodic holo. The Absols are holo down there. It's quite nice. I might have missed a couple. The Pikachu, Raichu, Pichu, they didn't get to be rares. I was surprised, to be honest. You'd have thought they might have made one a rare.
One, yeah.
But that is what it's like. It's a little bit... There wasn't much thought into the more popular characters that way. It was all a bit random. Salamence down there, that one's a holo. This is the end.
Yeah, so we've got the special cards we were talking about there, the Kyogre and the Groudon. And they are holo and the
They have a
holo.
foil finish, yeah, foil text.
So there's two of them. The card in the bottom right is a promo. The Jirachi wasn't available in the vending box. It was only available by buying the file. There was that special collector's file that you could buy.
Yeah, it was sold retail.
Yeah, it was a retail product, and you got that promo inside the file.
Yeah.
There's also another Jirachi, which we've got over here, but it is graded. It's not in the folder. And that one was available in a different file that came with the lottery.
Yeah.
So they changed it and they made like the Jirachi slightly different.
And this actually, the other one doesn't say, but this one does say on the back, it's not for sale promo.
Yeah, because it was a lottery, and I think there was 5,000 copies, was it?
I think it's on the back of the set list.
Yeah,
I think.
it is, yeah.
We'll have a look at that in a minute. We
look
do
at
have
that
the set
and
list.
it came with a different type of folder, and you had to be drawn out, obviously.
Yeah, that's it. So it was a bit harder to get hold of that one. We didn't have that for a long time because we didn't know it existed either.
Yeah.
So we picked that up quite recently when sort of educating a bit more about these sort of sets. But yeah, so the Groudon and Kyogre, they're the only two in this set that are like the super rares, basically, with the holo finish on the back and the holo text.
Yeah, the Jirachi's got a different finish of its own. As you can see, it's all stars.
The stars are foil and the text is foil at the bottom, yeah.
And then we have the adventure cards.
These are nice, the puzzle sets. We like these a lot.
Now, what they did with the adventure cards was they had they numbered them through the sets. So this being the first set, the 2003 set, they were numbered 1 to 18. And then when you move on to the next set, you'll see that they start at 19 and they carry on like that. And it just carries on until the 2005 set, I think, when they complete that.
That's it. So you can see here, these are what the backs of the cards look like. There wasn't a puzzle set in every Zukan set following through, but there was adventure cards.
Yeah, sometimes they did train at adventure cards. We'll see them at a later date when we do the...
But this is a really good way to identify like the order that the sets go in. So like your adventure cards here are 1 through to 18, and then in the next Zukan set, the adventure cards follow. So then the first adventure card in the next set is number 19.
So it helps you order the sets, definitely. Yeah.
If you were thinking like, oh, what one come out first, especially with like the gold, silver, the fire red, leaf green, it's just an easy way to distinguish where they came from.
I think after the 2005, they made the Pokemon Weekly set and they kept that separate. They started the cards were different for the picture puzzles.
Yeah.
And then 2006 again they were different. So, but up to the main 2005 set, I think they all followed on.
That's it.
So if you turn over the set list, the set lists are there. On the back of the set list.
So it was in 2 parts, that's why there's 2. Oh, was it only 1 box for 2003? Or 2 boxes?
No, it's 2 boxes.
2 boxes. So it was come in 2 parts. You can see at the top left there, 1 of 2, and the other set list is 2 of 2. The little, at the top there's little donuts. I got told not to call them that, but that's what they look like to me. And there isn't any in this half, but that distinguishes what cards have a foil text at the bottom. And then the little squares on the key there, the little blanked out squares, that was what ones were foil only. And then the little stars on the key there, that was the super rares, so the ones that had a foil background and foil writing at the bottom, so just the 2 at the end of the set that we showed you. But yeah, on the back, it is the...
Yeah, that is the lottery.
Yeah.
So it looks like it was 1,000, does it?
It says 1,000 there in the middle on the left-hand side. If that was the amount that were distributed.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but that, yeah.
It's quite hard to see, but on the back there you can see some of the pages, and that is the file, and you can see on the pages there's images of the cards and where they're supposed to go. So you would have been able to see what ones you were missing. So yeah, that's the first set list for the first box. But it's all 2003. And that's the second one.
Yeah, I think it came in two. It may have been one box, but it seems strange that they have two set lists. And normally they split the set list when they split their distribution.
Yeah. And you can see the same promotion on the back there for the same file. So yeah, that's the 2003 set.
Well, there we go. We hope this has been informative for you and helpful. And
yeah, definitely.
If you've got anything, comments you want to say or any questions, feel free to ask.
That's it. So obviously we didn't have copies of all the backs of the cards here. If you want to see anything like that, you can drop us a message on here. We work a lot on Instagram, so if you want to know anything, it's always worth dropping us a message on there. That's our most used platform, so that's where we're most likely to be able to get back to you. And like I say, all this information at some point and pictures, some close-ups of the cards, it'll all be available on our website, thecardcollectoruk.com. Is that right? Yeah. So you'll be able to find all that information on there. Not immediately after the video's been posted, but hopefully within the next week I'll try and get that on there. And yeah, I think that's it. Drop us a follow on everything, everywhere. I'll leave some information in the description there.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
Yeah, it's been nice. Like I say, we do plan to go through all the other sets as well, so keep an eye out for that if there's one in particular you're looking forward to seeing. And yeah, we'll be with you soon.